how to build chords and progressions on any key that you want using the piano roll of FL Studio. This is the video. So if you have trouble creating chords and progressions, this is the video that you need. So first thing that you gotta be aware is on FL Studio here on the piano roll, we can change the settings of this piano roll. As you can see right here, we have those bright lines and we have those darker lines, right? And if you notice, those bright lines are the white notes, right? And the darker lines are the black notes. And one thing that is very interesting is that the white notes, like considering all the white notes, it's already a key. So if you are considering the A minor key, this is A. So on A minor, the scale is like this. Okay, this is the scale of A minor. As you can see, only white notes. And this will keep repeating up, and right here will keep repeating down. And the scale of C is two only white notes. So this is C, C is right here. So as you can see, C and A minor, they only use white notes. And right here on the background, all the brighter lines are the white notes. Alright, why I'm explaining this? Because in order to create chords, you will need to make one white note, skip this one, go to the next one, skip this one, go to the next one. So this way you create a triad. And using the same pattern, you can create all the chords that are inside of this key. So in order to create chords on A minor or C, all you have to do is to watch those bright lines. So you look those bright lines, or you can use those white notes because they are the same, right? And you can make even more than triads. You can make like a chord with a 7. You keep the same pattern. You skip this white note and go to this one. So right now I'm adding a 7 on all those chords. And one thing that you can do is see those first notes that we use to build the chords. This is what we call tonic notes. And those tonic notes, we usually use those notes to make the bass. So if this chord is playing, this is the bass. If we're playing this chord, we are making this bass. This right here, we are using this as a bass. And we can like clone this. Let's put this right here and copy this an octave lower. So as you can see, this right here is repeating right here, and we can put this again an octave lower. So let's actually build a chord progression using this to be more realistic. Alright, so we have this like this. Let's put right here a quick legato to make the chords longer. Right, so we have those 4 fourths, and we are using those tonic notes repeating on the octave lower, right? This is the first note right here, repeating right here. And you can always change the chords, like, oh, I don't like these 4 chords. You can make even a beat with only 3 chords, because that's fine. Usually the mainstream music is like 1 chord, 2 chords, 3 chords, and 4 chords usually. So you can make like 3 chords. Or you can make any other chords. Let's pick right here a bright line and build a chord over it. And what we are going to do with this right here, we are going to repeat this octave lower and again right here. So this way we can make a piano that sounds more realistic. Why I'm doing this of repeating those tonic notes? Because when we are playing piano, we use this hand and this other hand, right? We use both hands to play the piano. And usually this hand right here is playing the chords right here, this part right here, and this other hand is playing right here. So if you want to make realistic pianos, we usually have the 2 hands. So basically right here I'm playing the chords right here on the piano roll using the two hands, right? And other thing that you can do is inversions. In inversions, you can pick any note of the chords and we can make this an octave lower or an octave higher. So this is G. We can send this G an octave lower right here. So let's make it. Let's put right here. Control and arrow down. We make this an octave lower. We can make this an octave lower too. Let's make an octave lower. We can make this an octave higher. And you can play around with the inversions to see what you like. And this way you can play around with chords and making chord progressions. And you might think, but you say that you're going to teach me how to make chord progressions on any key. And you only teach me how to make chords and chords progressions on the key of A minor or C, which are what we're using, right? Only white notes, make a note, skip this one, make this note, skip this one, make this one. Alright. So how we are going to make this on any key? We can actually delete this all. How we are going to make this on any key? As you can see on this background, we have those bright lines, and those bright lines are the same as the white notes. But we can change these bright lines to any other key. So I'll explain. Let's go right here. I'm going to click, and right here we have a lot of scales. Right now this is default by FL Studio, so we'll be right here black notes. This is by default, but we can change. We can pick major or we can pick minor natural. Of course, you can pick any one that you want, but the most common that we are usually use on music is the minor natural scale or the major. So let's put right here minor natural. Now I'm going to click again, and here I can pick any key that I want. So I have C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F. I have all the keys right here. So we can put right like F sharp. So right now I set my piano roll for F sharp minor. And what this means is I change this background. Now those bright lines are the keys inside of F sharp minor. And the darker lines right here are the notes outside of this key. Are the notes that are not in this key. So basically, to build the chords, you're going to take as a reference those bright lines. So you're gonna only watch these bright lines right here. You're gonna pick a bright line, skip this one, go right here, skip this one, go right here, and we are building chords again, using only those backgrounds and the bright lines. Let's make other chord right here. Alright, I created another chord progression. As I said before, you can use chord progressions like 1 chords, 2 chords, 3 chords, 4 chords. More than 4 chords is not usual. I mean, on music like jazz music, maybe you can use more than 4 chords. But when we are talking about trap, R&B, and pop music, basically the mainstream music, we use up to 4 chords. How to make this more realistic? We can use the second hand to take those tonic notes, which are the first notes of the chords, the notes that we start to build the chords. Let's put this right here, an octave lower, and again an octave lower. And then we can play around making inversions if we want. We can make this right here an octave higher. So this is right here is a D. We can put the D right here. Let's put this right here, octave higher. We can put this right here, octave higher too. And you can play around. We can add a 7 using the same way as I said it before. Right now it's fast. Let's put this slower so we can feel it better. And over it, you can start to build your melodies over the chords. And what you're going to use? You're going to use those bright lines. Why? The bright lines are notes inside of the key. So you can play around using those bright lines. And that's one thing that you can do too, is we can select everything. And let's say I want to make this chord progression slower. We can, after select this, we can go right here and make this double the time. Let's add some notes right here to build the melodies. So you can play around those stuff. You can make harmonies on those melodies that you made. Using the same concept at building chords, you can actually build chords over this line. Have this on a bright line, skip this one and go to this right here. And this other one we can make right here. And you can make like harmonies on the melody that you already built. And to actually make this more interesting, I'm going to make a new pattern right here. We can arpeggiate our chords. We can go right here. Let's put this slice option and we can slide the notes. So we can make those notes like, let's slice right here, let's slice right here. Let's hear it. Let's put it down, down, down. So those are the things that you can play around, build chords and melodies. So as you can see, you can use this to build melodies and chords progression on any key. Just go on this option right here, pick any key that you want, and this will change those backgrounds with the bright lines, and then you can just focus on creating. If you want to learn more about music production, you can learn with me. I have my online course, so you can check it out on the description. You can start right now because it's an online course. And I have too a sample pack of vocals, so both links will be on the description, and on each website will be all the info that you need. And that's all, and I'll see you on the next video.